Vinita Hariharan, spokesperson of the BJP. And do you think that the BJP miscalculated, even created sympathy for Mr. Gandhi among his critics by celebrating this conviction when it had come from lower courts? Vinita Hariharan.
No, absolutely not, Barkha. So you've answered half the question for me by saying that it's the process of the court, which anyway was one of my arguments. But again, it's again like I said, it's the act of the court, and also this is just a stay. So I think we have to hold our horses before celebrating, and the SC will definitely investigate the case. Which there are volumes of reports that have been submitted, and so they need time to investigate. So that will be done. But apart from that, I think it's important to also, pay caution to the utterances. I mean, to the verdict of the Supreme Court, which says that he has to be careful of his utterances in public life. I think that is something that we all need to pay heed to as a public servant. Whether you're from the Congress or from the BJP, all of us have to be careful about how we conduct ourselves in public. I think, as a case in point, this goes as a case where one learns about how to conduct oneself in public. So I think that's what the case is actually kind of giving a lesson to all of us, and beyond politics, of course. And so I think that's the merit of the case, and we'll wait for the final verdict to be out. And so it's still too early to celebrate, I would say.
I mean, the Congress is celebrating. We are merely here as analysts and journalists trying to understand both the politics and the legality. We have no reason to celebrate. How would you respond to the Supreme Court judgment? How do you see it?
Yeah, so first of all, we follow all the constitutional processes and we welcome all the court verdicts. So we do not go against what the legislature or what the judiciary hands over to us. So definitely there is no question of countering the Supreme Court verdict, but we'll to wait and see for the stay to get over and what happens subsequently. And as far as the hate speeches that Mr. Hegde, Mr. Sanjay Jha referred to, both of them were not personal attacks. If you see, Rahul Gandhi's attack was against a certain surname, and that surname has had an innuendo to the Prime Minister of India himself, and so it was tantamount to calling the Prime Minister a thief. So I think that has no comparison to what Mr. Sanjay Jha's references to the hate speeches were. And as far as conduct in Parliament is concerned, is this what you call civilian conduct, when you see the Parliament has not been in session for the last so many days thanks to the opposition, who does not want a healthy debate in the Parliament? So if this is the conduct that you want to set an example for the country, I think you'll have to really review your statements and your remarks about the behavior of your leader. And so I think, and the Supreme Court has also given a warning to Mr. Rahul Gandhi about the utterances that he's made in public. So I think these are all case in points, and I do not want to argue more about the comparison between Mr. Amit Shah's speech and Mr. Rahul Gandhi's speech. So it's evident for any layman to understand what kind of personal remarks and personal attacks Mr. Rahul Gandhi had made in that particular speech.
Okay. Quick closing comments. Vinita, I know you've got to rush, so before I give Sanjay Jha the last word, go ahead with your last thoughts. A learning for the BJP in this, or are you going to again say it has nothing to do with politics?
No. I would just give a word of caution as not to hold your horses and not to celebrate too much. And a learning for all of us as public servants is to be cautious of where we conduct ourselves in public. I think that would be my closing comment. And the comments that we make in public speeches, we have to be really careful about what we talk and what we speak to the common man.